To another short demo of the Sitecore PowerShell Extensions package generator. Recently, there was a request by Camrose on including media items when creating a package. These are essentially linked items. So think of you've got an item such as the sample item 1, and there's a image field, and it's referencing the Cecil picture. So I want to download the item, and I want to include the media item with it. And as of SPE 4.6, there was no way to do that. So quick demo on how to create a new package. So you right click on the item that you want, and you start a new package. You do have the option to quick download the whole tree as a package, and it'll present you with some options. But if you want to selectively add an item or a tree, let's say I want to do something under content, then I want to go somewhere under media and somewhere under template, then that would have been the option that you'd prefer to choose. So we'll start a new package, which essentially creates a package builder session. And if you're ever curious about it, you can go into the toolbox item for PowerShell Background Session Manager, and you'll see that there's a package builder session now created. I could kill it if I wanted to start over. I'll just leave that open. And now when I right click on packaging, I'm presented with more options. Add item, tree, and download. So if I add item, you can see that there's a few options. The first one is the installation option. It's what you're typically presented with when you install a package, and it says, do you want to override, merge? And if you choose merge, you have a little drop down, merge, merge clear, merge append. And so I've consolidated those options. You may have also noticed that there's a tooltip. So here we have the hint set. We have a tooltip set for this control. And then each option now has its own tooltip. This can be set using a hash table, and the hash table correlates with each of these values. And then you're also presented with the ability to choose whether you want to include media, templates, or workflows, or all of the above. And there's also a tooltip on the checkbox. So similar to the drop down up here, and even for radio buttons, you can set a little tooltip. This keeps you from having to clutter up the dialog with a lot of descriptions, like doing bulleted lists and things like that. Here it makes more sense to just put it right next to the option. So I just hit OK. And then I can choose to download the tree instead. One enhancement that I've made is if an item has already been added to the package, it won't add it again. I'm not sure if that would effectively create a doubled sized package, but what it will do is just prevent it from running through the process again for that same item. But I believe it'll do its children. Okay, so in the tree dialog, you can see that I can choose the root, root and descendants, root children, descendants only, children's only. And you're also presented with a tooltip. Previously there was a radio button. I felt like we could shrink this dialog by doing the drop down. To me it makes a lot of sense to do that here. You're also presented with the installation options, and finally the include linked items. I could select everything, package will just get bigger. One note, it does not include system templates. So you think like the common folder or anything under branches / templates or templates / system. A lot of those are just, they're excluded. There's no reason to do it because they're in a vanilla installation of Sitecore. And then we go and hit OK. Now you can finally download the whole package. And I've changed this to use a placeholder for the dialog so that you know this is what the name's going to be unless you type something else. You can see that the placeholder is pre-populated with something. Should save some time and prevent you from having to select it and delete it. Another thing you can do is the quick download. The quick download does not use the same session. It just spins up a new everything. Once again, you're also presented with the same dialogue as we saw previously. They're just separated into tabs. And hit OK, and then I'm presented with the download. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.